Hi, welcome to Fit for a Feast. My name is Sloan.
And my name is Katrina, and today here at Fit for a Feast, we are at the Pulse Dance Convention in downtown Toronto.
So we're really excited to be here. We've got our numbers here that helps them identify us.
And we also have wristbands.
And we have these to show which level we're in.
They split the levels up by age.
So we're going to be talking to some people who work here, such as the MC, the creative director, and one of the teachers. So we're here with Chris Judd and Wade Robson.
So tell us what you do for the Pulse.
We both, been teachers for the Pulse for whatever it is, 6 years or something like that. I this year became one of the co-creative directors with Brian Friedman. It's been a wonderful thing for us. Like, all of us have all known each other for 15 plus years or something like that. We all go way back, and this thing sort of, the Pulse slowly formed, and it's been an amazing thing for us to all just work together and share.
We started the Pulse to not concentrate on the competition aspect of dancing, and basically workshopping and growing as artists and developing creativity.
So what genres do you teach?
I don't know what to call my genre anymore. My stuff is foundationally it's hip hop, but it's pretty eclectic beyond that. Sort of takes all sorts of influences, contemporary and classical at times, all different kinds of stuff. So I don't know what you'd call it, contemporary hip hop.
I think in today's dance there's no genre really.
Less and less boundaries.
I think that everything is just a collective, just a collective thing of all different styles of dance.
How does the Pulse find the teachers to teach the classes?
Phone book. No, kidding. As we said in the first place, we're sort of a core group that have kind of come up together. A lot of us started around the same time in the industry, whether it be even just as dancers first, and sort of gradually became choreographers together around the same time in the industry.
So what cities does the Pulse go to?
How many is it
Off
now?
the top of our head,
Is it like
I think 11 or 12 cities. Other than Toronto, we just came back from Atlantic City, Chicago,
St. Louis, Dallas, Las Vegas,
Santa Clara. We're going to Boston and Atlanta in the next few weeks, and then our summer nationals are held in Las Vegas and in New York during the summer.
So approximately how many dancers do the workshop each year?
I think each city tends to be somewhere between like 1,000 and 2,000.
Yeah, I think our biggest city is Atlantic City. We have like 2,400 kids that come for the weekend.
So it's probably in the range of like 20 to 25,000 kids or more.
Can anybody do the Pulse, or do they have to be from a competitive studio?
No, it's for anybody and everybody.
Yeah, like I said before, we kind of like try to steer away from the competitive aspect of the dance, get away from the formulaic kind of situation. It's really open to anybody. They don't even have to be affiliated with a studio if they want to come and dance with us.
What are your dance backgrounds?
We both started somewhat a similar way, dancing with Michael Jackson. Choreographed and directed for artists such as Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Pink, Maya, Usher, Nicki Minaj.
Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Celine Dion, Diana Ross, Jennifer Lopez, Brian McKnight.
Wow, that's so cool, working with everyone like that.
I think the coolest and most gratifying is being able to work with all the choreographers and teachers that are on the Pulse, because it has become such a big family atmosphere, and it's just a great environment, and it's still we come to each weekend as students as well, because we get the opportunity to take classes from each of the faculty, and it's just kind of like really great to just be able to still dance and still kind of feed off of each other, and also too, I think it's by being a part of the Pulse for so many years, is that we get the people that come back every year, and then we actually get to see you guys all grow up right before our very eyes and become like these beautiful creative artists and dancers. So then in turn we become mentors, and it's great to see that we kind of just put you guys under our wing and just develop you guys into these, you know, great artists that are just destined to be on stage and film, and that we get to enjoy, you know, the growth of you guys, you know.
So what words of advice would you give kids that are wanting to dance?
One of the things I would say is just in continuing to talk about knowledge, and just continue to gain, never stop gaining as much as you can. First, of course, in the arts, you know, get your body and your eyes on as much dance as possible.
As much information.
Yeah, and then outside of dance, as much just art. I mean, you're artists at the core, as possible. Taking museums, taking films, taking live shows and theater, everything you can. It's just going to continue to expand your art.
It's, you know, just to remain curious and don't be afraid to ask questions, and if you're really interested in it, you know, it's okay to ask those kind of questions, as far as like wanting to get to know what it is to be a dancer or a performer, and just like Wade said, is just to inundate yourself with every kind of element of art, musicals and movies, and anything that would just influence you or just inspire you.
I think there's something interesting too, bouncing off of what you said about sort of remaining curious, is that I feel like, you know, one of the wonderful things that's been happening over the last, whatever it's been, 4 or 5 years with the So You Think You Can Dance and the resurgence of these dance competition shows, is that on one side it's a huge opportunity for dance. You know, it's exploded it to a new arena. It's a huge avenue for young dancers. But I think one thing on the flip side of it is that sometimes it can be, I don't know, maybe with younger students thinking that going for too much too soon, and realizing I want to be a star tomorrow. You know, and I think it's important to focus on the longevity of your experience and going through the entire process and going through paying your dues and going through learning as much as you can, and not expecting to be a star tomorrow. It takes work and it takes dedication and knowledge.
So thank you so much for doing the interview with us.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
we're so excited to take your classes.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Let's go.
The Pulse Dance Convention is really fun, and go if you have a chance.
And if you want to see when they're coming close to your city or to your city, you can check their website.
See you later on Fit for a Feast.
Bye.